Hello, welcome, Marlene here. For today's cookie project, we're working on the cutest little gift set and now on to the step-by-step tutorial. I'm going to show you how this thing comes together. So this is a C and this is an Easter egg, and here's the bunny's head. You see? There, and now the little feet are angled this way and the little tail. So he's laying on his tummy. Super cute once it's all decorated. All right, here's the bunny's head. I'm going to add some pink to the middle there, starting here, following the shape of the head and just filling in basically a smaller version of the ear. So we're going to let this crust a bit after. Okay. And now this side. Okay, so once this has had time to crust, I'm going to come in and fill the face. Here are the little feet, 2 for each set. And I'm just quickly outlining and flooding. You don't want to over flood these because you're coming in and adding some pink. You can add the little pink elements after this has had time to crust, and it'll give it a little bit more relief. It won't be set in. That's cute as well. So it's entirely up to you if you want to have more of a flat look or if you want them kind of raised above the icing. Maybe I'll make a set of those just to show you the difference. So these I'm going to leave, and I'll add the little pink dots after it's had time to crust. And we'll just see the difference. So I'm trying to get it to smooth over. And you can shake them. It's tougher to shake these tiny cookies. And you don't want to get your fingers in the icing. Okay, and now let's try a white version. The white will contrast a little bit more against the pink, I think. The hole is too small. I'll make it bigger. You're better to cut smaller and make it bigger than to cut a big hole. You can't glue it back together. You're going to have to drop everything into a new piping bag. If your hole is too big, the icing will get away from you. If you're a beginner especially, it will not be easier. You think a bigger hole will make it go faster, but if the icing is going where you don't want it to go, all that's going to happen is you're going to be frustrated. Slow and steady at the beginning, and then once you've figured out this whole icing business, you can start going a little bit faster and using bigger piping tips. You see the white? It's nice. So you can make the two versions and kind of combine the parts. A brown body, white feet. I'm seeing here, as I look at it on my turntable, this would be a cute little flower in parts. There. This has crusted enough. I can add my little dots here. You see? Doesn't take a long time. The icing has had enough time to crust over that when I add my little dots here, they stay at the surface. Normally you would want to wait longer than this, especially if you're a beginner. This can cause the icing to cave. So you might want to just wait a little bit longer than I did. But you see it gives it a different look, raised and sunken. Here is the tail. There's so many different ways you can decorate this, but I'm just using a star tip here. And I'm doing a circular motion around the cookie to create some volume. And now I have a nice kind of puffy tail. Another option is we're going to flood it with the same icing we did the feet. There. I'm going to dunk it in some sprinkles. There. That's what it's... Okay, now my C here, I'm going to add basically a C right here, like so, and I'm going to let it dry. Same thing over here, and I'm going to let that dry. Now for the little paws, or the C, you see I'm filling in the center here, and then on either side. And this, because of that initial line, it gives like a separation between the toes. So I'm outlining here, like that. There. For the head, I'm starting here in white icing, and I'm just outlining the ear here. And then filling, connecting to the pink, and just following the shape of the ear, like so. Repeat on this side. Okay. Okay, and now I'm outlining the head. There we go, and immediately flooding all this. I'm going to be using a jelly bean. I'm going to drop that in the wet icing to create the little nose. And there. I'm going to try to get my jelly bean. There's a flat side on the jelly bean, and it's a bit rounded down. Oh, I don't want it to say Jelly Belly. So about here. Okay, and press that into your icing. You see it gives you a really cute little nose shape. And now in my wet icing, I'm dropping in at about the same spot as the jelly bean, just above the eyes. Oh, That is annoying. Okay, so now I'm pressing this eye right here, and I'm going to try to heal this up. It's not too bad. Okay, so there. Okay, and there's my little bunny. We're going to finalize the face after. The last cookie is the body, or the Easter egg. And I'm just quickly flooding this whole thing. I'm going to leave a little white right there. Add a spot of white to the brown. And here you can especially see the smoothness of the icing on this brown cookie. I'm just showing you here, I've got the runny icing and I'm just running through the cookie here, and like I said before, the surface has to be completely dry or you're going to damage it. And you just dab, 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 and it gives it, can you see the difference? It gives it like kind of a furry felted look. Takes a bit of more time. Obviously they were fine, just decorated. But if you were looking to change it up a bit and try a different technique, this is how you do it. Another, like if you have a cookie like this that has no detail like the face, you could come in much faster. I use plastic wrap. The Glad, the peel, what is it called? Something Glad Press and Seal. That is a very crunchy plastic and it does a good job replicating this, and you can do like larger areas with it. The paintbrush is quite like small. You can't do a big surface. And that's it. I'm just running through, and I find you can see it more with the brown icing there. You see? And it just gives it, you know, let's put a shiny one next to it. It just gives it a different look. Now, when drawing on a cookie in marker, the surface has to be completely dry. Ideally, you're working on a smooth surface. These felted versions will be trickier to write on. Those little bumps, you know, obviously this is marker. My heads are almost done. I'm just finalizing with a little bit of blush here. There. You need a nice smooth surface. I'm just adding a smile, and you can see it's a very nice fine tip. And I'm adding some little eyebrows. And then the whiskers, I'm doing a big one in the middle. And then when you're drawing, try to commit to the line. If you stop midline, you get a break and it just doesn't look as nice. I made two versions of the tail. This one here, I much prefer that one. I'm just tying in that kind of swirly icing onto the head here. So I'm just with the same star tip, just adding a little kind of tuft of fur coming out between the ears. And in the case of the brown one, breaks up all the brown. There. Just like so. And you can see here the line, how it's a bit kind of more raggedy than these nice smooth lines on the smooth icing. But I do like the stippling on this. It gives it just a nice kind of different look. Here, let's put the bunny together. Goes like that. Oh no, forgot. The arms, the head, the little tail. So he goes like so, and then the little feet. This would be really cute and a nice green grass, you know. Here are the completed cookies side by side. As you can see there, that's 6 cookies in the set. Once wrapped up, I think you can charge a reasonable amount for these, and it's such a simple design to actually do. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please subscribe so you don't miss any future uploads. Share it with your friends. And remember, any purchases you make via my Amazon link directly support my channel and help pay for supplies. So thanks so much for watching. Thanks so much for being here, and I'll see you next time.